everyone, and welcome to Dancing Hearts. My name is Miss Lorena, and I'm going to show you what you'll be getting from the library and what you will need at home in order to do this experiment. So, what you'll get from the library is this piece of paper here, and there's some on the back too. So this is actually for your observations and what you think is going to happen with the candy hearts. So your predictions and observations and questions for you to answer. So I'll go through it once I get through my experiment. So you'll get that piece of paper and you'll get these fun Sour Patch message hearts. So these are the candy hearts. So you can eat them too after your experiment if you have some left. And what you will need is a pencil in order to fill in your sheet. You will need 3 different jars depending on if you want to try 3 different fluids. And then a tray just in case it gets a little messy. So this one has water in it, as you can see. There's some water. And then the next 2, one you will fill with club soda. Unsweetened works best unless you have like a different type of pop, that works too. Preferably a clearer one. And then I do have some vinegar here for the 3rd jar. So that's what you will get and what you will need. And you will want to fill up the jars about 3/4 of the way, so almost to the top, but you want to leave some space in there. And then you want to drop in a couple conversation hearts when it's ready, and then you might want to start a timer too, just to see how long the candy hearts drop and then how quickly they come back up to the surface. So, unsweetened soda, so the club soda here that I have, actually contains water and carbon dioxide gas. So, it makes the soda bubbly, but you can't see that in there, can you? It looks like it's regular water. Actually, the soda is pressurized, so it prevents the gas from escaping. So once you open it, you hear that shh sound, and that's the gas escaping, and that's what makes it all bubbly. So the soda is exposed to air, and the CO2, which is the carbon dioxide, tries to escape because the CO2 is lighter than water and air. So let's try these out. So I'm going to open the club soda and pour it in the middle one, and you're going to hear the shh sound. Ready? Might get a little messy, so you do want to be careful that you don't shake up your club soda before you do this experiment. So I'm going to try that again. Do it slowly maybe. Okay, there we go. So now you can see all the bubbles. I'm going to pour it in the middle one. So you can see all that gas. Let's see if you can see it. Pour more in there. See it? So there it is. So you can see those little bubbles coming up to the surface. So club soda is the middle one. And you want to open the vinegar. Don't worry about the vinegar though, because that shouldn't explode on you. And then again, you want to pour it in and fill it up 3/4 of the way. There we go. All right. So you do want to take your candy hearts here, open them up, and then start putting some in there. So there are some questions on your sheet, like do you think the candy hearts are going to sink or float in water? Do you think they'll sink or float in the soda? And then do you think they will sink or float in the vinegar? And on the back, just observations of what actually happened in each one. So you do have the water, soda, and vinegar on the back. So I think the club soda is gonna float. I think the water might sink and the vinegar might sink. We'll see. So I'm gonna place one in the water here. Maybe I'll place another one. So they're not doing much, they're kind of just sitting there. All right, so there are some bubbles coming up. I don't know if you can see them. There they are, you can see them. Coming up from the candy. All right, then we'll try two in our club soda here. This is the middle one, club soda. Again, I said I think it was gonna float. Let's see. There's one. Whoa, look at all that gas. Do you think it's gonna come up? Let's put one more in there. I want to put a couple more just because I want to see. I wonder maybe if the candy, because it's sour, if it changes it. You see all the gas coming out of it, but nothing's coming up. Very interesting. All right, and the last one is the vinegar. So put some in there. Those are not coming up, but you do see some bubbles coming up from the candy, huh? So, I guess we didn't get any dancing hearts with these experiments. I'm very surprised with the club soda. I wonder why they didn't come up. Maybe if you try something else, if you try a different liquid, you could see if it works for you. All right, so this does get a little messy as you saw. So again, use a tray, and jars are easiest, and maybe try different liquids and see what the candy hearts do in them. So I hope you have a lot of fun with this experiment.